Hi, James at CG Cars here with a little walk around of our Vauxhall Viva SE. This is a 2017 Vauxhall Viva with the 1 litre 3-cylinder engine. This car is, don't mind saying, as new. It really is. It's an immaculate little car, pretty indistinguishable from a brand new one, to be honest. Fantastic little cars. Vauxhall introduced the Viva as a smaller car to sit underneath the Corsa, because the Corsa's got quite big now, hasn't it? So the little Vauxhall Viva was designed to be a super mini for the Vauxhall range, to allow people who wanted something a bit smaller than the Corsa. And they are fantastic little cars. Done a number of miles in this myself, as I do with all vehicles, and I can say it drives like a brand new car as well. Absolutely nothing about it different from driving a brand new one. Drives fantastic. And they are cracking little cars. Not particularly well known, the Vivas, but they are a really good choice if you're in the super mini sort of range you're looking for. So we'll have a quick look around the vehicle. For those of you looking to distance purchase, I'll go through the panels one by one to show any damage at all, so you know exactly what you'd be getting if you did distance purchase the vehicle. And we'll go through the features and just have a good look around the car. So this is a 2017. It's covered around 30,000 miles. We'll do the exact mileage when we look inside, so mega low miles. We have 4 services on record for it, so that's bang on for the age as well. Being chain driven, these engines just need an oil and oil filter change and air filter change. They don't require cam belts being chain driven. So let's have a look at the bodywork. So starting on the front wing here, we have no marking to note at all on that front wing, literally nothing to note at all. The front wheel is in excellent condition, no curbing, loads of tread on the tyre there. Wing mirror cap is perfect, no marks on that at all. As into the column here, no marks at all to note there. Down the side of the door, as we look at the light reflection, there's no dings or dents in the side of the door either. Paintwork is all excellent along here. No scrapes or scratches to note. The door handles are perfect, no marks there. Again, no marks on the rear door handle here. Being an SE, we've got nicely tinted rear glass there, that's from factory. Again, loads of tread on the tyre here at the back, and the alloy wheel is in perfect condition, no marking on that at all. No dings or dents or marks in the rear quarter there. Going into the rear corner of the bump here, no marks to note there at all, that's all in perfect order. Rear lights in good condition, no cracks or fading at all on that, which we wouldn't expect at this age anyway. Going into the rear of the bump here, this is all in good condition. This is all free of any scraping or scratching where stuff's been loaded in the boot. There's no scratches there at all. Rear boot lid's in perfect order. Again, if we look at this angle in the light, there's no dings or dents across the rear boot lid there. Again, rear tinted glass there. Going into this corner of the bumper, there is a very minor mark down here in the corner, which has been touched in. It's at an angle where, to be honest, you wouldn't normally see it, but we like to point out every single little mark for those of you, like I said, that might be distance purchasing. A lot of what we're going to point out is stuff you really wouldn't see if you're looking at the vehicle normally, but we're going to go out of our way to point them out to you. Going into the rear quarter here, all the paintwork is perfect. The rear alloy again is perfect here, no marks at all on that, and we've got loads of tread, nearly new tyre there. Looking down the side of the car at this angle, again we can't see any dings or dents in the paintwork or any scrapes. The door handle is perfect, and obviously the door handle is going to be the first thing that contact a wall or whatever if you open them up. But down the edge of the door here, no chips. Door handle is great. So again, nothing to note there. The wing mirror cap, fold out. The wing mirror cap has maybe a tiny little mark just there, but that is being incredibly picky. The front wing is immaculate. The alloy here is fantastic. There is a minor bit of curbing on the very front edge. Obviously this is a leading wheel that will be curbed if it's going to be curbed. This is the wheel that will be caught, but it is minor. As new tyre there again. Going into the front corner of the bumper here, very minor little scuff down there, again something you don't really notice unless you go looking for it. Around the rest of the bumper is in fantastic condition. There's nothing to note at all. This corner of the bumper is perfect. Look at the bonnet, we've got no stone chipping at all. We've got one minor little scratch there on the bonnet. So there you go. Overall, the exterior of the car is in fantastic order, with only a couple of very minor marks there to note, and again we are being very picky just for the benefit of any distance purchasers. But a cracking looking little car. Being the SE, we've got the lower fog lights there at the front, we've got the alloy wheels, we've got the tinted windows, we've got the colour coded wing mirrors. It's a really nice spec. So speaking of that, let's go and have a look at the interior. So being an SE, we've got the half leather trim in this. We've got electric windows, electric mirror, door locking. We've got a city button that lightens up the steering for when you're parking. Got the controls for your lights there, traction control on off. The seats are in perfect condition. There is no marking on the seats at all. Beautiful condition, as new. We'll have the little rear ones in a moment. The gear lever and gear knob are perfect, of course. This has only done very minor mileage. We'll cover that in just 1 second. Look in the plastics on the door and on the glove box. There's no scraping or scratches there at all. It's all in good condition. On the steering wheel here, we've got your Bluetooth controls and your cruise control. So as I said, this is a much higher spec little Viva than a lot of them out there. So we've got the half leather, cruise control, Bluetooth on your mobile phone. You have a CD radio with auxiliary input. So a USB input down here. So fully spec'd up. All the buttons are in perfect order. There's no marking or wear to any of the buttons. Or the steering wheel. The steering wheel is also leather trimmed, and that's in perfect order. So this car also features tyre pressure monitoring, so you know when you need to do your tyres up. It'll also tell you whether people in the rear have got their seat belts done up, based on it can tell the weight in the back seats. It also has lower spotlights actually turn as you turn into a corner at lower speeds, so it helps brighten up the corners in the country lanes here. You notice as you drive it along, as you turn, the actual headlight, the lower spotlights turn with you to lighten up the corners for you. So starting up the engine, you can see that there's no management warning lights or anything of this sort on the vehicle. The only warnings you got there are the door open and the handbrake on and me not having a seatbelt on. But you can see it also has a warning to let you know that whether people in the rear have put their seat belts on. It senses that based on the weights on the rear seats. But she sits humming along quite nicely. Let's have a look at the back seats. The rear of the vehicle, again, the seats are absolutely perfect. There is no marks on these seats whatsoever. They're in cracking condition. Again, half leather trim. And it's all as new here. Again, the plastics are in good condition. No marking on the plastics at all. So the interior of the vehicle overall, I can confidently say, is as new. Going to the boot, got a little parcel shelf there, and we've got a good sized little boot. Excuse the light. We've got a good sized little boot here, and these seats do a 60-40 split, so they can be popped down if you need to get more boot space. They can be easily released from there and popped down. Underneath that, we have the original spare inflation kit, all still bagged up as new. So now I've had a look at the exterior and the interior, let's have a quick look at the engine bay. I have a little 3-cylinder petrol engine. These are only £20 road tax because of the emissions, and owners report an average of 50 miles to the gallon. You see the coolant is nice clean colour and at the right level, and the oil is also nice and clean and at the right level as well. I say, fantastic little perky engine. These actually perform really well for a 1 litre. You'd be very surprised for a 1 litre 3-cylinder. They really do perform really well. They don't feel underpowered. Really nice little performing engine. This, like I say, we always do a number of miles on our vehicles, and this is a peppy little engine. But like I say, you get the benefit of the low road tax and the high fuel economy. Plus, being a chain-driven engine, not having any cam belts, it makes the vehicle very low cost to maintain. Each service is only oil filter, air filter, so they're all low cost services. So overall we've got a little car that's in fantastic condition, has low mileage, is the right spec, comes out with a 12-month national warranty. You can be used at any VAT registered garage. It'll be coming out with a brand new fresh MOT. We always wait to do that so you can have one with the full 12 months on it. Freshly serviced, cracking little car, low road tax, £20 road tax and 50 miles to the gallon, so it really does tick all the boxes, this one, and is a fantastic drive. Incredibly good value for money to be getting a car of this year and spec at this kind of money as well. Really good value when you compare it to other makes at this price range. So many thanks for watching. Any questions, please do let us know, and we hope to see you soon.